You think you buy because you chose to, but what if your decision started before you even noticed? A smell, a color, a song, a limited time, price, or a beautiful package can activate parts of your brain linked to pleasure, trust, and urgency. Neuromarketing reveals exactly that, how brands turn tiny signals into desire, and how you can end up buying while believing the idea was completely yours. First, imagine Daniel walking into a supermarket after work. He only needs bread, but near the entrance, he smells fresh coffee and warm pastries. The lights are warmer in the bakery section. The music is slow. Without noticing, he walks more calmly, looks around longer, and adds cookies, cake, and a drink to his basket. At the checkout, he says, "I just felt like it." But that feeling did not appear from nowhere. This is the first secret of neuromarketing. The brain reacts to sensory signals before it creates a logical explanation. Smell, sound, lighting, temperature, and space can change your emotional state. When Daniel smelled the pastries, his brain connected that aroma to comfort, hunger, reward, and memory. He was not forced to buy, but the environment made buying feel natural. You see this every day. Coffee shops use strong aromas because smell makes the product feel closer. Clothing stores use music to change how fast people move. Luxury stores leave more empty space because scarcity and calmness can make products feel more valuable. Supermarkets often place essential items far apart because every extra step creates another chance for your attention to be captured. And here is the twist. Sometimes the product is not the strongest trigger. The atmosphere around the product is. The same chocolate bar can feel ordinary on a crowded shelf, but premium under warm light, beside elegant packaging, with a story about craftsmanship. Neuromarketing does not only sell objects. It designs emotional conditions where the purchase feels like your own idea. Second, picture Emma standing in front of two skincare products. Both promise hydration. One bottle is plain, with small text and a basic label. The other has soft colors, a smooth shape, clean typography, and words like pure, repair, and dermatologist tested. Emma chooses the second one before comparing every ingredient. Why? Because it feels safer, cleaner, and more professional. This is the psychology of visual shortcuts. The brain is always trying to save energy, so it uses quick signals to judge quality and trust. Color can suggest freshness, luxury, health, or safety. Shape can suggest softness, strength, simplicity, or sophistication. Texture can make a package feel more natural or more expensive. Even the weight of a bottle can influence perceived value because the brain often associates weight with importance. In daily life, this happens with water bottles, perfumes, supplements, apps, phones, and snacks. A black and gold box can feel premium. A green label can feel natural. A minimalist design can make a product seem more expensive. A messy design can make a good product feel cheaper. People are not foolish for reacting this way. The brain evolved to judge quickly from limited information. But the curiosity twist is that design can change not only what people expect, but sometimes how they experience the product. If a drink looks premium, people may describe the taste as better. If a package looks professional, people may trust the product more. If something looks natural, people may assume it is healthier, even when the evidence is weak. Good design can clarify value. Misleading design can make weak value look stronger than it is. Third, imagine Leo watching an ad for a new smartphone. The ad does not begin with storage, battery, or processor speed. It shows friends laughing, someone traveling, a creator filming a perfect sunset, and a young professional looking confident in a modern apartment. The phone appears in every scene, but the real product is not the phone. The real product is the identity Leo imagines having. This is one of the deepest triggers in neuromarketing. People do not buy only products. They buy emotions, symbols, and possible versions of themselves. A car can mean freedom. A watch can mean success. A gym membership can mean discipline. A course can mean transformation. A perfume can mean attraction. The object is physical, but the desire is often emotional. The simple psychology is that the brain is always building a story about the self. We ask, often silently, what kind of person am I? How do others see me? What does this choice say about me? Brands understand this. That is why many ads sell confidence, beauty, belonging, status, control, or adventure before they sell features. In daily life, someone may buy expensive sneakers not only for comfort, but because they feel connected to a culture. Someone may choose a laptop not only for performance, but because it makes them feel creative and professional. Someone may buy a luxury coffee not only for taste, but because it makes the morning feel special. And here is the twist. Once a product becomes connected to identity, comparison becomes harder. A cheaper alternative may have similar features, but it does not offer the same feeling. That is why people sometimes defend brands as if they were defending part of themselves. The strongest brands do not only ask, what does this product do? They ask, who does the customer want to become? Fourth, imagine Sarah scrolling through an online store late at night. She sees a jacket she likes, but the price feels high. She almost closes the page. Then a message appears. Only 2 left in stock. A countdown says the sale ends soon. Suddenly, the jacket feels more important. Her hesitation becomes tension. She buys it, not because the jacket changed, but because the possibility of losing it changed everything. This is scarcity and urgency working together. The brain reacts strongly to limited opportunities because missing out feels painful. In psychology, this is connected to loss aversion. People often feel the pain of losing more intensely than the pleasure of gaining. When something seems scarce, the brain stops thinking only about value and starts thinking about regret. You see this everywhere. Limited editions, flash sales, hotel booking alerts, waiting lists, countdown timers, and last chance emails. Sometimes scarcity is real. A handmade product may truly have limited stock. A small restaurant may truly have few tables. But sometimes scarcity is manufactured, like fake timers that reset or vague messages that create pressure without proof. In daily life, you may be calmly comparing products, then suddenly see deal ends today. Your question changes from do I need this to will I regret missing this? That mental shift is powerful. It moves you from analysis into protection mode, as if the opportunity itself were something you already owned. The twist is that scarcity usually does not create desire from nothing. It magnifies desire that already exists. If you do not care about a product, only 2 left means nothing. But if part of you wants it, scarcity can turn a small desire into an urgent decision. That is why the most effective scarcity appears exactly at the moment of hesitation. Fifth, picture Robert in a city he has never visited. He sees 2 restaurants side by side. One is almost empty. The other has people waiting outside. Robert has not read the menu or checked the chef. Still, he feels pulled toward the busy one. His brain makes a quick assumption. If many people chose it, it must be better. This is social proof. Humans use other people's behavior as evidence, especially when they feel uncertain. For most of history, following the group could help us survive. If everyone avoided a place, maybe it was dangerous. If everyone gathered somewhere, maybe there was food, safety, or value. Modern marketing uses that ancient shortcut through reviews, ratings, testimonials, influencer recommendations, bestseller badges, and viral numbers. In everyday life, you may choose a video because it has millions of views. You may buy a product because it has thousands of reviews. You may trust a course because many students recommend it. You may enter a store because it looks busy. Social proof reduces fear because it gives the brain borrowed confidence. It whispers, other people already tested this. You're safe for choosing it. But here is the twist. Popularity is not the same as quality. Sometimes something becomes popular because it is truly excellent. Other times, it becomes popular because it was placed in front of more people, boosted by algorithms, promoted by influencers, or made to look popular from the beginning. Attention creates more attention. A product can become trusted because many people trust it, and many people may trust it simply because it already looks trusted. Sixth, imagine Mia comparing 3 subscription plans. The basic plan is $9. The premium plan is $49. The middle plan is $19 and has a bright label saying most popular. Mia did not arrive wanting the middle plan, but now it feels like the smartest choice. It is not too cheap, not too expensive, and it seems socially approved. The company did not just offer options. It arranged the options to guide her brain. This is anchoring and contrast. The first number or option you see can influence how you judge the next one. A high price can make a lower price feel reasonable. A weak option can make another option look better. A very expensive product can make the product beside it seem affordable, even if it is still more than you plan to spend. The brain loves comparison because comparison feels rational, but the comparison itself can be designed. You see this in restaurants, online stores, software plans, real estate, electronics, and donations. A menu may include one very expensive dish that few people buy, but it makes the other dishes feel less expensive. A store may show the original price beside the sale price, so your brain focuses on the saving instead of the spending. A website may highlight the middle option because people often avoid extremes. In daily life, imagine you plan to spend $30 on headphones. Then you see one pair for $30, one for $80, and one for $150. Suddenly, the $80 pair feels like a reasonable upgrade. Your question changes from "should I buy?" to "which version should I buy?" That is a subtle but powerful shift. And here is the final twist of this trigger. Anchoring can work even when you know it exists. You can recognize the strategy and still feel the pull of the comparison. Awareness helps, but it does not erase emotion. That is why the best question is not, "Is this a good deal compared to the other option?" It is, "Would I still want this at this price if I had seen it alone?" So what does all of this reveal? Neuromarketing is not magic, and it is not mind control. No color, smell, story, price, or countdown can force every person to buy. But these triggers can shape the emotional environment around a decision. They can make a product feel safer, rarer, more popular, more rewarding, or more connected to who you want to be. Used ethically, neuromarketing can help brands design better products, communicate more clearly, and reduce confusion. It can help customers understand value faster. But used unethically, it can exploit insecurity, create false urgency, exaggerate benefits, and push people toward purchases they do not need. The next time you want to buy something, pause and ask, "Do I want the product?" or "Do I want the feeling this product is promising?" That one question can change the way you see ads, stores, websites, influencers, and even your own impulses. Because the real secret of neuromarketing is not just that companies understand your brain. It is that your brain often starts deciding before you realize there was a decision to make. If this video made you see shopping and marketing differently, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and tell me in the comments, which trigger works the most on you? Scarcity, social proof, packaging, identity, or price comparison?